Hello all, this is Amitanshu Verma from Financial Accountability Network, and I would like to draw your attention towards the National Disaster Amendment Act, which got passed in the Lok Sabha in the last session and is likely to be introduced in the Rajya Sabha in the next session. This Amendment Act has been criticized by various sections of society, by the civil society, by the opposition, and even by people who are affected by the disasters, because this Amendment Act has been introduced without adequate consultation with people, especially those who are affected. And amongst its many shortcomings, I would like to draw your attention to a particular omission in this Amendment Act. So, in the earlier draft of the act, when as it existed, it allowed the National Disaster Relief Agency to recommend loan waivers, because whenever a disaster happens, a flood happens or an earthquake happens, it is the common people who lose their livelihoods, it is the common people who lose their assets, their homes, and they are not in a position to pay back the loans. And that is why the earlier act allowed the Disaster Relief Agency to recommend to the banks that the loan waivers should be affected. And this is something which, in the recent instance of the Wayanad landslides, this clause was also invoked by the Chief Minister of Kerala in order to demand that banks waive the loans of those who were affected by the landslides. But very mischievously, this clause has been omitted in the Amendment Act. We can see this. And what is more is that the whole issue of financial accountability has been left unaddressed, even at this crucial juncture, where owing to climate change and owing to infrastructure, we are continuously seeing disasters in our midst. We are seeing glacial lake outbursts, which we saw in Sikkim 2 years back. We are seeing floods, we are seeing heat waves, and a lot of these disasters are actually induced by big infrastructure which has been funded by financial institutions such as banks, non-banking finance companies, and even the insurance companies. So what we need to understand is that any kind of a disaster response needs to affix accountability even of the financiers who have made these dangerous investments. And in this present context, the law does not seem to contain anything which takes this issue into consideration. So given all of this, I appeal to you and to the parliamentarians to work towards a reworking of this law and to send it to the select committee rather than passing it. Thank you.